Hello. So I'm here. This video is basically to answer comments. There are quite a lot of comments that people have said. Some are questions, some just need clarification, and so I'll do a bit of that. Like I've always said to people, please send in your comments. I'll always, if I get them together, I have someone who puts them together, and when I get them like this, I will answer. So the first one here is from RCCG Jesus House Shepherd Fields. He says, please, how can we give to the campaign? When Obama was running for the first time, Nigerian people raised money for him. Now it's our turn to raise funds for LP. So I've done a thread before on that, on the issue of why we need money. In every election, is very important. Money is very important. Campaigns, it's not even about using money for some fraudulent things or buying votes. No, for the normal legitimate things that you need to do, you need a lot of money. And one of the things that have been where people are not able to compete favorably is when it comes to money. So when they don't have the funds to be able to fund their campaign, and then everything just fizzles out. And when we shouldn't keep expecting people to use their money to fund to fund the election, because when people use their money, what do you expect? They get there, they're going to recoup that money. They're going to look for their money back. So they are not going to be working for the people. They're going to, it's like a business venture. They use their money and they will need to get a profit. And when we allow people to use their money, most times people who can serve very well do not get the opportunity to run and win, because they don't have the money to be able to compete. And then we find out that those who have stolen our wealth are the ones that continue to perpetuate themselves in office or perpetuate their stooges. And so for us to be able to have good governance in our country, we must put our monies where our votes are. And I think that's the question, what the question is all about. So I've done that trade. What we do, Peter Obi is going to give an account where donations will be made. He's going to set up his campaign funds account. I've seen a lot of people who are like, oh, Aisha, go ahead and raise this money. Basically, honestly, I read when it comes to finances and all of that, public money, I'm very skeptical about it. I really don't want like participating in that, because it's so much effort. You have to be accountable. You have to put everything on. I've done that a few times. There was one time they were doing something in Borno, because I had to follow everything till when it was done. It is so much stress, and for me, I rather not just dabble in that. I would rather the candidate himself do it. But one of the things I've said to people while we're waiting for Peter Obi to do that, can you keep setting your money aside? Like I said, to make it easier for people, you can decide to donate maybe like $10 a day. For those of you in diaspora, $5, so not a day, $10 a week. There are some people that can do a day, sure. Anyway, $5 a week, $10 a week. If it's daily, if it's $1 or £1 or €1 or one dirham or whatever it is currency a day you want to do, or you want to do weekly, start doing it. Just have a place, you just put them aside. Just have like a piggy bank for Peter Obi, and just keep them aside. Just be throwing the money there. The moment he opens that account, what you just need to do is immediately you begin to put the money out there, so that at the end of the day, you're still putting in the money. You can start with little amount. You might decide to do one off, which is good. And if you feel like, you can also be doing little amount, so that it's not too stressful. And then I'm talking for everyone now, and we go on like that. But when it comes to raising fund, it's something that is very important. It's something that we almost do. We almost contribute towards. Let's put our monies where our votes are, and so that those people who think that, oh, they have bullion vans that they can use to intimidate other people, we say, no, Ada, you have bullion van. We have people's van, or people's donation, because it's very important to have that money donated for Peter Obi. It will go a long way. That's what we need for the election. So thank you so much for your comment. Please keep the comment coming, keep the questions coming. I'm always open to answer, because sometimes there are certain issues you don't know to address until when people talk about them, or even if you've addressed them before, but somebody also needs to hear them again. For me, as we go on, it's to talk about Nigeria, talk about the election, look at issues. I look at issues from different perspective, and sometimes from a perspective people are not looking at. So hey, that's my talent. Let's talk about it. Let's do that. Let's talk. And I like to talk. you. Bye.